Good morning, everyone. This video is just going to be a TAC dump because I don't know how many more videos I'm going to make talking about it, so I'm just going to get all my thoughts out right now. With that in mind, let's continue. The TADC movie is probably one of the most controversial movies I've seen in a long time, mainly because of the fan base. The fan base sucks. Like, why do they have to be so toxic? I actually hate being a part of fan bases that have such bad people because I like Five Nights at Freddy's, but like I'm ashamed to admit it because of how weird the fan base is. But Scott Cawthon, the creator, he defends it. He defends his fan base. He says all fan bases have weird people, right? So he defends it. But like this fan base is so bad that Gooseworks, the creator of it, a trans woman, thinks that this fan base sucks, and she wishes that the movie or like the TADC stuff wasn't as big as it is because of how bad the fan base is. But anyways, I enjoyed watching it and I enjoyed being a fan of this series, but I just wish the fan base was a little better. Anyways, also, do y'all like the change of scenery? It's pretty good, huh? It's better than my bedroom. I just couldn't record in my bedroom today, so we got this. The nice ghetto Layton, Utah. Anyways, TADC's in Fortnite now. That's a cool thing. I just saw it on my phone when I recorded this. I'm still probably editing it. It's Thursday right now, and I just saw that it came out into Fortnite today. Well, tomorrow, I guess, but that's pretty cool. A lot of people aren't happy about it. They think that Glitch is selling out and they're not indie anymore. That doesn't make sense because there's still a lot of indie companies that are in Fortnite that are like still indie, like Among Us. You know, that one's still an indie company. Also, people think that it's selling out. I disagree. I think that being in Fortnite is basically them just making a plushie. You know, it's basically just equivalent to merch. So it's not that big of a deal, and also it's not what I want to talk about. I just wanted to mention it because I just noticed that it came out today. Anyways, as it turns out, the leaks on Twitter were real for the movie ending, and a lot of people hated it. I don't understand why, because I thought it was bittersweet. I thought it was like a nice ending. I understand that not everyone's gonna be happy, because like with a series this big, there's not a perfect way to end it. You know, it wasn't gonna be easy. No one like not everyone's gonna be satisfied. But I thought it was pretty good, and I swear I didn't look at the leaks. I just watched a video of a guy talking about the leaks, a week before the movie came out, and there's a ladybug. Anyways, I just saw a video of a guy talking about the leaks, and so yeah, he asked some questions, and I think those questions weren't really that valid. I think they were kind of dumb questions. It was stuff like, why did Kane come back? What are abstractions? Like, what is someone when they abstract? What happens to them? Can abstractions come back? Stuff like that. What is CNA? And I have answers to all of these, right? Because I actually thought about it, and I just want to say, did he not watch the series and did he not watch the movies, like the movie? Because they gave us answers. They just didn't tell us. Like, they just didn't tell us straight up. They showed us. You know, they didn't have to tell us because they thought we would be smart enough to like see, like, and watch and get the answers on our own. But anyways, for those who missed it, I'll give you guys the answers because I got you. I'm your boy, okay? I think about it like that. All right, let's get to it. The first one I'm going to answer is Kane coming back. Now, this one I can give to him that it might be like a little bit hard to understand, but this is kind of a stretch, but it still kind of makes sense. The way I'm looking at it is in iPhone, if you delete a picture, I don't know if it's like Android, but I know I have an iPhone. So in iPhone, if you delete a picture, you have, I think it's 30 days to undelete it, like bring it back. So I'm assuming that's what happened to Kane. Either that or he had something downloaded in his systems to bring him back if that ever happened. That's what I'm saying for Kane. That's how I think he came back. And sorry, I'm outside right now. There's a lot of people. Now about the abstractions. What I'm thinking about how they are is like what you are when you abstract. I think no one knows, not even Kane. Like, I think because I feel like they would have showed us if the cast knew, or like if like there was an answer to that, you know. I think no one knows. I think there's not a clear answer to that. Like, I don't know. I just don't think there's a clear answer. Now about if they can come back or not, I don't think they can, because I feel like Kane would have reversed it, because we saw it with Jax. He was hiding underneath the big old tent, right? I think that if they could come back, Kane would have brought him back. Or if they can, Kane doesn't have access to it, you know? That's what I'm thinking. And there might be a way to bring him back, like, to make him feel happy or something. I don't know. But there's probably not a way for them to come back. So that's my answer to that. This next question is about CNA. That's the company who made the headset and made the digital circus and all that, right? They made the Kane program, all that. I don't think they're a big evil company. I don't think they have much implications to the story outside of them making the circus. Besides that, I think they're just a tech company like Apple, or I think they're just like a tech company like Microsoft or something, you know, or Apple or something like that. And they didn't really like have any implications to the story outside of making the circus. So I just don't think that's what Glitch wanted us to focus on, or Goose wanted us to focus on. They just wanted us to focus on the development of the characters, and kind of, I guess at its core, it's kind of just a story of accepting who you are, and accepting what you've done, and accepting the area you're in. You know, I feel like at its core, that's what that story is, and if you can't accept it, then stuff will happen to you. And the last question we're going to explore is if, like, how they got their brains scanned. I don't have like a clear answer that I can just tell you exactly how it works, because I feel like that's not a thing that exists now. It could, but I don't think it does exist. So what I'm assuming is that when they put on the headset, it like scanned their eyes, because their eyes were attached to their brain and something like that. I don't know. All I know is that it doesn't matter how it did it. It just did it. They put the headset on and it scanned their brain and made a digital copy. I almost didn't include this question, but I kept on seeing it, so I added it just because I feel like people should know that it's not necessary to know the answer to that. Last question I wanted to talk about. I don't know if I said the last question before, but this is really the last question. I made sure. Don't worry. The last question I want to talk about is, someone asked what happened to Bubble, and I can kind of understand if you didn't get it, but my interpretation of the story is when Kane was in that big old white space, that when he let go of the blue orb that he swallowed, the other AI, I'm assuming that was Bubble, and my interpretation is that Bubble throughout the story was kind of his inner monologue, like they were working together. He was a separate entity, but they were working together, if that makes sense. And when Kane let him go, Bubble was gone as well. And I can understand if you missed that one, but it's just my interpretation. You guys can tell me what you guys think, where you guys think Bubble is. That's just what I'm thinking, and that's why I think Bubble was kind of evil, because he was just a separate entity altogether, and he was kind of pissed at Kane for consuming him. Okay, someone said that Jax abstracting made no sense, and I just want to like take a second and explain why it makes perfect sense. Actually, in the video, he was talking about how Ragatha and Gangle would make more sense, because they're really depressed, upset all the time. They're really kind of just like putting on a fake smile, and they're just not as happy as the other cast members. So it would make more sense for them to abstract rather than Jax. And the reason they say Jax made no sense is because we saw him like in the first 4 episodes, he was fine, right? He was just being like the comically evil character who would just mess with people for literally no reason. And that's why I like him. But yeah, they said it made no sense for him to abstract. I would argue it makes perfect sense, just because Jax, for the first 4 episodes, he was hiding the fact that he was in pain. Like, I have done a lot of bad things in my life, a lot of things I regret, a lot of things I'm upset about, right? I learned to accept it and move on, but for a little bit, I had coping mechanisms to kind of help me process and not feel the pain, right? I'm assuming Jax, being the comically evil character, that was his coping mechanism to pretend that it's not real. They're cartoons, right? And if they're not real, the pain he caused isn't real. So the pain he feels isn't real. So I'm assuming that was like his defense against all that pain. And in episode 5, when Ragathor brought up that Jax doesn't have any friends anymore, and just there was like stuff underneath Jax, like weighing him down, that's when he started breaking down, and Pomni started seeing that there's more to him than just being comically evil. And he didn't want to hurt anyone. He didn't want to hurt Pomni because we saw in the movie that he thought he killed his mom because he pushed her and she didn't get back up, right? But then we saw that she was actually alive in the end. But anyways, he didn't know that, so he abstracted because he didn't have anyone to talk to. Ragatha and Zubul had people to talk to. Ragatha had Kinger and Pomni part of the time, and Gangle had Zubul, right? So I would just argue that Jax abstracting made perfect sense because he was pushing people away. And I don't know. If that makes sense, tell me in the comments. If it doesn't make sense, ask questions. I'll answer it to the best I can, to the best of my abilities. And yeah, I'll rewatch the movie for sure. And I'll make like adjustments if I need to on like a short or something. But yeah, to keep with the Jax theme, I decided to dabble in a little controversial topic. This topic is the trans Jax theory. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get canceled after this. If you don't know, the trans Jax theory basically goes that the reason Jack's room is bright pink and the reason he was put in a maid outfit and he was so insecure about it is because he's a transsexual guy to girl and he doesn't want to deal with it because he thinks that it's bad, right? So he's denying it and he's really insecure about it. I can see why you would think that, right? And I'm not saying that's not what they were trying to do. I'm not saying that at all, right? I'm just saying that Gooseworks is a transgender female, right? She has a character already who's transgender. That's Zubul. Well, I think I don't know. I just know a lot about dysmorphia, so I'm assuming body dysmorphia, trans, you get the point, right? Plus, Gooseworks' profile picture looks like for Zubul. So, yeah. Anyways, with that out there, I think that Jax might be feeling not trans, but just like kind of... he feels insecure about his masculinity. And I have before, like I've felt that feeling like I'm not masculine enough or something, or like stuff I like is too girly and that being gay bad because I have really far right parents and like really far right family, so I've grown up with that feeling, and I kind of had to learn to accept that it doesn't matter at all. Like literally, who gives a shit? Be who you want to be, do what you want to do, who cares, right? It doesn't matter. But I had to accept that, and I feel like Jax's character, I'm not saying he's not trans, I'm just saying I feel like he might be just insecure about his masculinity rather than trans. And you can argue with that, feel free, I actually promote it, but yeah, that's my thoughts about that. Anyways, now I notice Jax is probably one of the most hated and loved characters because back in like I think August of last year, they did the favorite character awards and Jax won online, right? But on Twitter and just like all those Reddit places and everything, they freaking hate Jax. Like they hate Jax. I've actually looked at it and they don't like him. I'm assuming they just think that he's a jerk or something. I don't really know. People say he's not really a redeemable villain. I don't understand that. So if you don't like Jax, explain why in the comments in detail, please. I actually want to know because I love Jax. He's my favorite character. Maybe because I relate to him a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, if you hate Jax, let me know why in the comments. And keep it respectful, please. I'm not dissing your opinions at all. And I promise that I will respect you back. Okay, if you disrespect me, I might disrespect you. Probably not, but yeah, let's just keep it respectful. All right. Next point. I have a few more points and then we're done. I just want to talk about the box office and ratings for a second. The fans online gave the movie a 94%. Rotten Tomatoes hasn't given an official score, but there's 5 reviews. There might be more now, but as I'm recording, there's 5 reviews, and they're pretty positive. I've seen 2, 3 out of 4s, and then the rest haven't voted, but they didn't have anything bad to say about it, so I'm assuming it's going to get pretty good if they feel like reviewing it at all. But it made 20 million domestic, which is Canada and America, maybe Japan as well, but Canada and America basically, and then 25 million worldwide. Now for a movie, it's not that good, but for an indie film, like an indie film production like Glitch, that's really good. Like, that's incredibly good. And I feel like after a little bit, Glitch is going to be like Pixar. They're going to have their own little animation studio. And I feel like they're not going to be indie for a little bit. But who knows? They might decide to just stay the way they are forever because they're doing pretty good. Like, they're pretty much the Pixar of YouTube. So what did y'all think about the movie? I thought it was pretty good. I did 2 shorts about it. A spoilers review and a non-spoilers review. If you want, you can go watch those, but I'm going to give a more in-depth talk about it right now. I'm going to give a review about my movie experience and then the theater experience. I really enjoyed watching the movie. I was and wasn't a fan of how they added the 8th and the 9th movie together. I was and wasn't a fan because I was a fan because I liked that it was kind of like a recap of, like, I don't know how I'm trying to say this. It was kind of like a recap of the movie, like for the movie, to let you guys know what happened. But it's also kind of like they made it together and just split it down the middle, And I did like it that they added it, but I already watched it like the first half an hour, so I feel like they shouldn't have done that because they had more time they could have played with, and they could have added more backstory if they wanted to. And I get they probably didn't want to, but they could have added more backstory if they wanted and needed to. But anyways, I liked the ending. I thought the ending was actually pretty good. I knew Jax was going to abstract. I didn't want him to because I wanted a happy ending for everyone. But I'm also kind of satisfied that he did abstract because it's fitting for his character, and it's like I still like a little bit of sadness in there. I thought it was pretty good overall. I would give the movie, well, episode 9, I would give it like an 8 out of 10, just because it answered some questions I had questions about. It just showed more of like what they could do, and I thought it was pretty good. My theater experience, however, was a little bit different. I saw some cool people. There was a lot of cosplays, like a lot of cosplays, but they were all pretty good. I did, however, have to. So I was right here. My girlfriend was right here. There was kids right here. I had to get up, move over, and sit down right here. My girlfriend was right here. Empty seat where I was sitting. Those kids, because they stunk. It was bad, dude. Like, it was so bad. I could cut through their stench because of how bad it was. Because I was cringing. Never again. I watched a video talking about the Amazing Digital Circus fans coming to the theater, and they were facts. It was right on the money. Anyways, let me know how you guys felt about the movie. I found it was pretty good. I'll rewatch it and I'll give a more detailed, in-depth review because I kind of have my thoughts scattered right now just because there's a lot going on in my life. But yeah, overall I enjoyed my experience as an Amazing Digital Circus fan, and I will be buying Pomni and Jack's Fortnite skins. My girlfriend is as well, and I might buy the Zubal pickaxe. I'm kind of broke right now, so if you want to donate to my Cash App or my Venmo, that would be great. I would really appreciate it. I'm gonna buy a lot of Fortnite skins for those who donate. But yeah, my name is Coffee Hooker. I make videos every Tuesday, Friday. I'm still figuring out shorts. I might post 1 a day, might post 2 a day. I want to post good content for you guys. I don't want to post shitty content. I want to actually, this has been a big dream of mine and I don't want to waste the opportunity. So I'm trying to post really good content. And I'm just going to have to play around with shorts. I'm going to make like maybe 5 and just play around with them, see what I can do. But yeah, for as of right now, long videos every Tuesday and Friday. I might have to delay it by a day, like a long-term video or long-form video. I might have to delay it by a day just because life. I'm still in college and I have jobs and there's just a lot. But yeah, for those who made it to the end, thank you. I appreciate you. And yeah, new video next Tuesday. I'll see you all next week. It may or may not be Obsession. I haven't decided yet, but yeah. I also take requests, just so y'all know. I take requests, and I'll make a video talking about anything you want to. Honestly, I might take it more seriously if you guys make a video asking me to review it or theories or anything. I'll probably take it more seriously just because someone asked me to do it. But yeah, until then, love you lot. Bye. Mwah.